this is my 1982 Honda Silverwing. It's a GL500 twin cylinder engine. And I bought this bike last year, been learning how to ride. Got my motorcycle license recently and been really enjoying this bike. And it has one thing that we're going to work on right now. So it has to do with this temp gauge. So the temp gauge will climb all the way to hot pretty quick. I had this bike sent into a shop a couple towns away from me, and they figured out what the problem was, and they said it's this little thing. So this just goes into the engine and it reads the temperature of the coolant, and they're pretty sure that sending unit is bad, and that's the only thing because the bike's not overheating, fan works, it's circulating coolant, it's not hot. They're like, yeah, you could just ride it. And I was like, well, how much would it be for you guys to do that? And do you think it's something I can do? And they're like, yeah, you could do it. So what we have to do is get the gas tank popped off here, disconnect some fuel lines and vacuum tubes from the carburetor, and then get into the sending unit. Might make a little bit of mess with coolant, he said, so keep an eye on that. But hopefully this thing will then read properly what the heat is of the engine, which would be nice. But so far it's not a big concern, but just like icing on the cake, right? See if we can get it fully functional. Two bolts and the seat comes right off, so that's good. Doesn't seem like this tank is on there by much. We got that, and that's honestly all I can see. I bet there should be more. But it's a 1982. It's been spray painted. You know, there's gonna be some things about it. So far so good though. I have the fuel line off and the two vacuum hoses off, and I think this is gonna come loose here. Sweet. It's pretty full. Seems like a good place to put it down, right here on the chair. The hardware, the sending unit, one of the side covers. The other one needed just a little bit of JB weld repair. One of these things that just pushes in as a fitting broke off, so got that in the shed. But yeah, let's take a look here. Somewhere on top of this, I think he said that wire goes to it. Oh yeah, that's it. See if I can point it out to you. It's kind of copper colored. It's not the best pointing tool, is it now? But that right there, you can see it. It's kind of oriented this way. All right, so we got this little shield in front of it. Looks like one, just 10 millimeter, or 12 or 13. Everything's been 13, but I think that's, yeah, that's probably 10. All right, let's get that off, and we'll see if we can get this sending unit out. All right. Might be loose enough to get with my fingers now. So is anything going to come out? Let's see. Oh yeah, quite a bit. He said it might. Good thing I had the new one ready to go. All right, not so bad. Let's get that cleaned up and we'll get that sending unit tightened down. Almost all put back together, just that side cover where the JB weld is curing, but hey, that was a pretty easy job. And that motorcycle mechanic explained that job well to me. So I knew exactly where I was going, what I was looking for. He gave me the part to order. And that was not that bad. So let's get the bike fired up, let it idle for a while, see if we notice anything with the thermostat and the temperature reading. See what happens here. Well, unfortunately, it's reading just about all the way up, but not all the way up. So, I don't know. Probably have to get on the road and test that out. I don't know if you can see with the glare, but it's pretty much on the red part. But there is a little bit of space. It would be nice if that worked, but it's not looking so good right now. I just came back from a ride. Rode it for about 20-25 minutes, and it's still all the way up hot. So, I don't know, guys. I mostly do tractors. But I'll look into other things that might cause that. I really think it's going to be a simple fix. You know, maybe this whole gauge is wrong or something. Sometimes the speedometer, the tachometer. Sometimes the tachometer doesn't work. Like, and then it'll just kick back on. So maybe it's worth replacing that whole display. That was a fun job to do. That went well, but sorry, just didn't work. Better luck next time. Well, it's a little loud because I got the bike running, but I did figure out for the most part what it is. So I just started the bike up, and if I disconnect this wire, it starts going down. And when I test that wire with the voltage meter, I'm getting like 13 volts. Which it's really only supposed to have 7. So there's a 7-volt regulator that might be entirely missing because I can't seem to find it. But that's our problem, is this voltage isn't regulated going to the gauge. So that's what's going on there. Well, I was just about ready to give up, and I found a wire that was unplugged. So you know what that means. So hard to tell with the glare, I know. But I fixed it. It's running right in the middle. So let's see if I can show you. So this, I think it's a ground wire, and you have a 12 volt, and then, let's see, another 12 volt here. So yeah, and this one was unplugged because this is an aftermarket headlight. Shut that off. This is an aftermarket headlight, and as you can see, you know, it's not too pretty in there at all. Let's see if I can light it up for you. There's a lot going on in there. A lot of things unplugged, a lot of things spliced together. But I believe I found what I was looking for, which was this 7-volt rectifier. And I look at lots of pictures, and this is not what it looked like. But this kind of hangs up in here. I have to put that back in. And there were 3 wires coming off of that, and 2 of them had a home, and 1 of them didn't. And I just kept trying things out until I found something that worked. So there we go, sweet success. That's actually really great. What this means, though, I hope you all realize, is that the sending unit that I replaced earlier probably didn't need to be replaced. It was all electrical right there in the headlight. All right, let's go ride. One more time checking with the bike off this time. See it right there in the middle. So it's even working with the bike off. And then turn the key off. You can watch that needle drop because the voltage is disconnected. We got it, and we got the headlight button back up, so we're officially done.